So it is a blessing of life when you are holding the steering wheel of your love by yourself. So I will go straight to Surah Al Fatihah now.
So we are here. He's got the house, the shed. He's building another 2-bedroom here. There's the llamas. He's got llamas, olive trees. They're llamas or alpacas. Looks like they've shaven them. They've they sheared them. Hello. Inshallah, this is buffet breakfast.
Open the bread for us.
Oh yeah.
This one in there, isn't it?
Open it.
Open the bread, please.
Okay. Yeah, he's huge.
Let it fly down.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do again? Dab me.
Shake hands, shake hands. Come on, shake hands.
Hey, buddy.
I look like that's so funny. Other hand. Good boy.
He gets a book. He would love to read the other book. Outside home, his leisure is hunt for treasury in pre-love shops. That is what he loves doing with his friends. The jewel in his life is being a Air Force cadet up to the rank of 2. That was what his life was molded by. Thank you, Brother Adam, for introducing yourself to me.
He works as an accountant and a special maths teacher as well as a community savant. He enjoys soccer as well as memorizing Quran. And a fact about him, if he misses the Iqama, he gets sad.
Nice.
Very nice. Since we are on Bajavis. Hikmat Bajavi. I knew him from little baby, but never really talked, except for Assalamu Alaikum. So he went to school with my son, Talal. They were in Lake Taghanon till year 11, and then Talal moved overseas, and he stayed there, but he finished year 12, and now, as mentioned before, that he's finishes year 12 and now he's waiting to become an apprentice electrician. His hobby is fishing and wrestling. That's what he's wrestling. So he's playing for a year now. What else was it? I think that's about it. Well, I didn't make a note, sorry.
Yeah, so this is brother Ishfaq. Apparently I've known him for a while, yeah, haven't really talked. I was good friends with his son Talal. He's originally from Pakistan. He loves animals, obviously, on a farm.
He did judo as well with Talal and Ishfaq and Muhammad.
He works in Tuggeranong.
Services, Medicare.
Yeah, Medicare, yep.
Yeah.
And yeah.
Nice.
Next. Okay. So this is Brother Dawood. His birth name was Tom. he converted into Islam from originally Christian. He used to be a missionary in Yemen.
Nice.
And his hobbies are teaching.
Awesome.
So by missionary, there was I was working with some nuns for a little while, and a friend of mine was kind of running retreats for them to help them get a bit of renewal, and I was playing guitar. I was his musician sidekick.
Oh,
When
wow.
was this? When were you in Yemen?
2004.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that kind of brought you to, we will probably get you to introduce yourself a little bit more a little bit later.
Sure. Yeah.
Is that what led you to Islam?
I think probably part of my interest. I've always been interested in that part of the world,
Yeah.
even since I was really little. I remember being fascinated by like Egypt.
Yeah.
And then like again, I was sort of led there, I guess.
Yeah.
But the thing that most stood out from that trip was some time in Lebanon, where I went up to a place called Harissa, where there's a big statue of Maryam,
Yeah.
so the mother of
Yeah.
Prophet Isa. So, and as a Christian, that was a kind of a interesting spot.
Yeah.
But when I was there, I met this Muslim guy who was doing Hajj, and he didn't speak English, and I didn't speak Arabic, and I still don't really.
Yeah.
But there was a woman there who was able to translate for us, a Lebanese woman, and I don't know, even though we couldn't really communicate very well, I got a bit of an idea of what he was doing by that translator.
Yeah.
But there was something about the word I would use, his countenance, like something you can see about his spirit just by looking at him.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I was like, wow, and I'd never really. I'd met sort of a few Muslims around before that, but really not many, or none that I would identify, like I would really realize.
Yeah.
But this guy was, there's something special about him. So that got me interested as well. But yeah, I can tell you more later, but yeah.
I'm always interested to know how people end up here. Because, there's, my wife is a convert, and one of the things she tells me is, and I ask her, okay, what was it you did that Allah brought you to this? And she says, you always when I was young, I always knew that the God is there, and asked him to show me the right path, because she was born, she's part indigenous, and obviously the dad is from England, so I think mom's side was Catholic, the father's side was what are they called, Protestant, and she just didn't know which one is the right one, so she always asked. She said she always prayed to God, and whenever she was alone, and asked that if you can show me the right or whatever, right way to lead you. And it's amazing how Allah does that. If you got that deep inside you, you may not realize. Yeah. But if you do have
that. He's 12 years old, and he's in year 7 at Lanyon High School. His favorite subject is PE, and he likes playing basketball.
Nice.
This is brother Al-Ahmad. I'm a big fan of him, but I'm too shy to talk to him. He's in his 50s. He likes to hang out with brothers in the masjid. An unknown fact is he used to be in a refugee camp in Sierra Leone or something like that. And he works as an Australian public service analyst. Some extra things, is my opinion. He's a good storyteller and note taker, and also we played RPG games together.
Nice.
And, something I noticed, he says Alhamdulillah a lot.
Awesome.
This is brother Rami. He's a college student and 17 years old. He's doing a double math, and he loves music and the Quran. And he's got 3 birds, one named after food or something. His mother is from Lebanon and his father is from Vietnam. His favorite hobby is memorizing hadith.
Nice.
We've got everybody. Yep. Okay. And share about it a little bit, and maybe if there's some things from your life that you can relate to from what we read, you can share that, and we'll just see how we go. It's probably a little bit of a different format from what you're used to. It's something I did a lot when I was in youth groups and stuff. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, so just as we were sort of all sharing bits and pieces there, and you know, it's the same sort of thing. So I'll ask some questions as we go, and we can think about that. But to start with, the Imam gave us a very rich talk last night. So I want to see what people can remember about that. So what were some of the other names for Surah Al Fatihah?
Mother of the Quran.
Yep, and tell us about what we worship, and you alone we ask for help. So the first part of that ayah is about what? Worship, right? And then the second bit, what are we asking for? Help. And if you look at the rest of the surah, it's asking for guidance. So it's got those two ideas.
الحمد لله فحمد الله بإذنه فقال له ربه يرحمك الله يا آدم.
So Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him, narrated that the messenger of Allah, peace and blessings be upon him, said, when Allah created Adam, he breathed the soul into him, and then he, Adam, sneezed and said, all praise is due to Allah. And so he praised Allah by his permission. Then his Lord said to him, may Allah have mercy upon you, O Adam. So Alhamdulillah is to praise Allah with love and magnification. We praise Allah for all his praiseworthy actions, his names.
I would look forward to that and end up living in the refugee camp. That's not what you want. Because when somebody talk about hopelessness, you know, they just know how to spell it. But actually going through all these things, you see hopelessness, you put it into perspective of, okay, this is what they mean. You don't like that. But then Allah knows why he did that. You know, you got transformed through that process and find yourself in a surrounding of, like this surrounding, the best of surroundings or something like that. You sit here, you and your children and the community and learning. It's amazing. And then you realize, oh, okay, I really appreciate it now that I didn't have this opportunity before. Maybe I could have squashed it or something like that. But you really appreciate it now. So, yeah.
As a child, we had a bicycle at home. And that bicycle, you have to get a permission before you take it out. So myself and my senior brother came out, and then he got first onto the bicycle. So we didn't know that day the old man was taking the bicycle somewhere. So I cried and I was sitting down, and the old man came out and asked, where's my bicycle? I said, Abdullah took it. So when Abdullah came back, he got a cane. So just imagine if I had gotten the bicycle. Now, if you have to go up, we describe some people as mu'minin. We describe some people as salihin. And then the last one is where the prophets are, which is the highest. Now, in between, all of us, our effort can move us. To an extent that you won't care about what you clothe the body, which is the material world. You care about what you clothe the soul. What you clothe the soul. Okay, and this is three all comes in. For example, if you take fear, khawf. Fear in itself comes down to tell you, ittaqillah, ittaqillah. ومن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب. If you put your trust in Allah. Now that.
Oh yeah, they're geese, aren't they? Yeah, geese are a bit crazy.
Yeah.
Are they ducks or geese? I think they're ducks.
Yeah. Maybe ducks, yeah.
They're big.
Anybody wants to I've got one male duck.
Right.
A duck? Do you need much space for a duck?
We are going for a walk, a hike. I know.
The weather's just beautiful.
Yeah. They're looking at us funny. cool. Windy. Here, eat on the tracks here if there's any trains.
Trains have been coming since like probably the 80s or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, metal. Iron. Iron, steel rather, I guess.
Punches out.
We'll do the cow. They'll eat it. We'll get straight to the
Okay. The stick is to defend ourselves. Kids, come feed the animals.
Come on, guys.
Rami, come. Come on. Move. Oh, yeah.
Don't trust him. You can give him bread now.
With balls like these, no, you can't.
Look at those horns.
Oh my god. He's massive. God, imagine him following you. Yeah, pass him some.
It's all gonna attack you.
Nah.
What happens if you show it red?
Yeah. He's wearing red. Go.
Nah, it's just, yeah, it's just me.
Is it a myth or is it like a specific type of wolf?
Nah, it's because from like in Spain, they're just angry at the matador, the guy, you know, with the red.
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah, they're just angry at him. They don't really care about the color. They're actually colorblind.
Does the bull attack me if I try to pet it?
It might. Yeah.
You can
Oh no, if I go back there now, it's gonna spit on me. Oh, is that the baby bull? Is that the young bull? Which one's the
Maybe.
young one? Which bull's the young one?
Yeah. Easy now.
Drop a rock on the ground so then
It's like fire.
Yeah. I didn't expect that.
Give him some. Give him some. He'll eat from there.
This guy has it in for me.
Yeah, I'll teach you. You want to feed him?
no, I'm good.
No, he will
What?
eat.
He doesn't do anything.
See, if you're bald and get them to lick your head, your hair will grow. Apparently.
Good massage.
Bismillah. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Oh my god.
Cows are more except my bread.
No, you're going. Hey, come back. We're going to go to the sheep. Sheep. The baby sheep.
Yeah, leave some for the sheep, maybe. Look at that tongue.
He's dissed it. He's dissed my bread.
Yeah. He looked at me funny.
Did the sheep like the bread?
They're scared of me.
Yeah. There's a young goat. Look.
It's a kid.
Ah, it's a sheep
He's
actually.
only about a couple of weeks old.
It's okay. Inshallah.
You want to hold him?
It's kind of.
First how much human touch of that.
Oh, really? Let's see.
Hello. She's so cool.
And sister.
Oh, yeah?
Two females, which is good. The rule at the farm is females, you don't kill. Males.
We need to get through. Don't kick. Rami is digging a hole.
That's Yusuf.
Ah, yeah. Yusuf is digging a hole. Ah, that's a good idea. You connect that hole to this hole.
I don't think that's going to work.
It becomes a trench. The guys they went to grab more apples if you wanna. Look at these guys. What are you doing here?
Motti. Shake.
Shake. He's confused now.
He's so sad. The ears are down.
Handshake. Handshake. Ah, it's going. That's it. Out. Yeah. This is what they do. They're not allowed in here. He's screaming.
Where would they eat?
My horse should leave
Oh, that's good.
parallel.
They're not parallel.
We'll never meet it.
Yeah, well, dig deeper.
No, that won't work.
Yeah, well, watch.
If you have a slight angle.
It is a slight angle.
Well, eventually it'll get
It's like, yeah.
If you kept digging, like, it's gonna be a while.
For them to meet. Someone buried my tunnel.
Yeah.
And we would have been a bit more involved. I think next year, inshallah, we'll try and plan something a little bit bigger. Maybe we can do a camping or something here, but just keep up this. This is really good. When I saw Brother Bilal over the video a couple of weeks ago, and I was surprised to see that, mashallah, this is going so good. You know, we didn't even know. I showed it to Mushtaq. He said, "Oh, Dad, I want to be there." And that's exactly what we want. We want the kids to see it and say, "Yes, I want to be part of it." And you know, normally youth classes, it's normally, you know, they just go and there's a lecture and that's about it. But the way you guys are doing it, it's credit to all you guys. And,
Exactly. Thank you.
For doing it. Inshallah, anything we can do, I'm there to help always. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for your time today, and it's been good.
Yeah. Thanks so much for the use of your property here. It's such a huge blessing to us. We had like this. It couldn't have happened without you, obviously. We wanted to ask maybe sometime if you have some kind of farm work which you need some extra hands to help with. We would love to do something like this and build that into it, and it's actually really good for us to be of service as part of our and then we can all benefit each other as well. So if you think of anything like that, please don't hesitate to let us know, and maybe we can organize something. So,
next time maybe we can just do all family things. Maybe we can even ask the families to come.
Yeah.
So my wife inside is getting bored. She said, "Oh, you should have asked the sister."
Yeah.
And she's
I think Brother Ahmad wanted to.
Youth girls council or something like that.
Yeah.
We need to do the girls.
pencil or something. If you got something you can write, reflections, whatever. You can do that.
Maybe you can do it at home.
If you want, yeah. Okay.
Marjorie, M-A, apostrophe, A-R-J.
Hey, no, we gotta do it.
Who else is next?
We gotta do the Ibn.
Mushtaq, M-U-S-H.
It is like catching. It's gonna spit on you.
Did it spit?
No.
I don't know if it's alpacas or llamas at school.
Oh no!
Okay, let's move on.
He's preparing a big spit for you. Keep rounding you all up.